Our name's Edith Finch, as you can see over there. Is this boat actually moving? Yeah, it put me straight in here.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Alright then. Well,
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
You hopped it? Could've just went over the side of these rocks.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Milton Finch. I can't read that part. Date missing October 23rd, 2003. Date of birth 5/19/1992. As seen on Orcas Island, Washington. 11/46. Either that's 87 or 57. Blue, black.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Big house. What is this?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yeah, I don't think those were ever opened.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
It's kind of cool how this is being portrayed. The words.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Do I go down? Or do I go into? Let's go down.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Whoa.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house
Triangle pauses this?
knew the answers to.
Is the house sentient?
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Basketball hoop. And a truck. Can you open the truck? No.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
On house.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I'm guessing this key the mother gave us is in the front door.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Edith Finch, you're pretty weird. Are you serious? Doggy door?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
You couldn't have used the door?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Guys didn't take any of this stuff.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
What's this? It looks like they had a lot of tuna.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
What? What's in here? Whoa. This is not how you respect people's privacy.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
No animation to the feet when you turn.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
I wasn't going for that.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. Is she? From what I can see, that's like a movie set. Is she like a director? Books, TV, book. Would you stop, cat?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Is this here?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Come on! You leave the perfectly good Chinese leftovers behind? What is wrong with you people? I'm back in here. Let's go upstairs.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay, can I unlock it? Not surprised.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Why?
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Why? This is not Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Excuse me? Is this dead body just like in there still? How do I... Oh. 1950, 1961. I don't want to look in there. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is awfully pink. Gregory. 1 year? Jeez. Wait. The King's in Yellow. The Elf. The Homeschooling Book of Answers. Infinite Test. Oh God. Metamorphosis. The Weird. Gravity's Ring. Get to the same book. Swedish Folk Tales. Vanity. 1815, 61, 17, 2010. Jeez.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Alright then. This is a very weird house.
Whenever people ask me about my family,
Oh.
the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Yeah, she was a movie star. Or director. Probably a movie star.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Thanks for the exposition.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
What's with the whales on the wall?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20 thoughts leak under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Well, nice.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
I thought that was blood.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Molly, huh?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Huh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
No, don't eat the chocolate.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Where is the gerbil? Let's go eat this fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Christopher the goldfish. It's so dark in here.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Don't want to. I do jumping jacks in retaliation. But there's no jumpings.
I ate a lot of things that night.
You sure those are healthy for you? Those don't sound like berries.
I kept eating and eating.
The toothpaste?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Get the bird!
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
I ain't got no feet. Can we fall off? No. Whoa.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'll get you, bird. Whoa. Where'd he go? Oh. This cat's got some mad hops.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
You sure they aren't mannequins? This don't look like it can hold. Yeah. Just wait there.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Come on. Come on. I'm a hungry cat. I'll bite you. Eat your face. This isn't where I'm supposed to go.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Get you, bird.
Now I was up in the big tree.
The
I
big
promised
tree.
Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Stealthy.
I gobbled her up,
And died.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Hold on, let me get these headphones on. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. What are we looking for?
Rabbits.
Thank you. I heard it. I see ya. Ha!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay. What are we looking for?
A mama rabbit.
Didn't you just eat a rabbit?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I
Girl,
was
you
a
got some
shark.
problems. You got it. You got it, Sharky. Sharky boy.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
I wonder what those people were thinking when they saw a shark go by. I can't look down. There we go.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
It's got two things.
I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good.
This girl got some problems. Oh, I still see it on there. I missed my dinner. Right through the blood.
I grabbed on tight.
Ha!
But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What?
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
There. Okay. I think there's going like 6. Am I the Kraken or something?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Let me eat you. Sir, I'm hungry. Can I eat you? Why am I looking down here? I want to eat this guy. There we go.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Morbid kid. Hey, you're gonna get me copyrighted. Alright, let's keep going. Turn the camera. Go back. Out the door. Through the wall. Eat the ball. I wanted to eat the bird.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Are you serious? No.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Am I a snake now? Through this pipe. I'm gonna get you. Are you serious? This is a weird camera.
I got closer and closer.
All my
All my
stomachs
stomach started growling.
will make myself blind.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held
This 6-year-old is a nice author. Too bad she did. Eat herself.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
What? December 1947. Come here, cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Whoa.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
This is her room.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Refuses to evacuate because a little forest fire.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Huh. For a second I thought that was never mind.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
They're in Norway, huh?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
How?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the
Washington,
sea.
huh?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
How do they
His
get
daughter
the
Edie
body?
is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
So we don't get the story of Ingeborg. What about Louis? We can't. This is an odd house. Built in 1937. Sven Finch.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
The pink bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Not right
It was a
here.
pretty big trace.
Jesus Christ. Ain't too far from me. This house. Why are you on the toilet? There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Interesting. This lady's family, though.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I see that. And apparently Milton drink a lot of alcohol. And liked swings. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. How are you supposed to get up there?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is a confusing family.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
He's got a broken foot.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
You're supposed to be going higher. I don't think I'm gaining anything. Yeah, I'm gaining 0 height. Oh, someone's standing there, taking pictures. Yeah, I'm not getting this. I cannot stand up, go any higher. Oh.
At Barbara's funeral, he swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Mm.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Mm.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Jesus.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he didn't.
Whoa. Looks like a rough landing down there. But I saw something in the ocean.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
This lady is a good draw for like doing it in like 2 seconds.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
This is the weirdest family house ever. Weirdest family house. This is very old.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Why is there alcohol in so many of them? Oh, okay, so we're back down here. Eek.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
There's a thing to read.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay then.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Beastie Con.
Her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Nice job, Sven.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Beastie Con. Sounds something
Okay,
like
I'm hearing frustration,
Terry's.
but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right!
This
Also,
acting.
I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
All of the music. Playing this.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
There's some blood next to it. Take this, cans. Yeah, screw you, washing stuff.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years of tonight.
Huh. I think this is where Sven was. Fridge. I'm gonna attack you, Fridge.
Oh dear!
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
Furious.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She's
Bye.
really out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
The late.
Later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Barbara!
I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
The choice of music. I think that's like the Halloween music. Ooh, spooky roller skate.
Walter, are you there? Why you whispering so quiet? Vanished. Bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Look who it is.
I returned, saw the hookman, and was speechless.
Yeah.
Smashing.
Don't even hit him.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She played her part beautifully.
Metal Gear Finch.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Is he gone now? Where's that blue? That is weird. Jesus. The Norse myths. Pretty sure it's mythology. There's that book again. Oh no, he's gone.
Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
The time hasn't changed. Take that, TV. Cat, shut it. We're doing a live stream. Shut it.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. You just murdered their
what kind
leader.
of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Oh, girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans.
I see the
Of
crotch
course,
in the
the
corner.
police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
It's Harry Potter.
Another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
It's not that funny. There's that ear.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Guitar. Do we go back in there? Yeah, we do.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Alright, we're heading down to the basement. See if we can't turn on the power. Alright, let's go. All the washing stuff that I abused.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus, huh?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What is down here? I cannot see. There you go. That's better.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Too bright, actually.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
That's your mom lied.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30?
On that first day, after the shaping started, I didn't think I'd survive the week.
Was she like 10?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Peaches.
That's what kept me sane. Having a
Peaches
schedule,
for 30 years.
living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
1976.
You get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
So you're like 20 now?
And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped.
As much as I like this music,
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
it was
Maybe
gone.
I got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
You ate peaches for 30 years. Peaches.
It's been a week now,
Just peaches.
the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Could this guy really survive on just peaches? I don't think peaches are that nutritionally full. But okay.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara
Mm.
and Molly
Movie.
and Calvin.
Curvin.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Yeah.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
So are we the hammer now? Are we Thor's hammer?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
You gonna get hit by a train?
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
And
I
it
can
puts
already
us on
imagine the
this.
sun on my face.
That ain't the sun, boy.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
He needed a serious shaving
I'm
job.
sure my mom was trying to protect me.
One single painting to make it look like there's something up. That's Mount Rainier. I think. It's one of these mountains. Looks kind of small, so maybe St. Helens.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
You know, if she did tell you, it'd be a pretty weird conversation.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Hey Edith, you know that uncle that you never met, Walter? Yeah, he's living under the house. He has been for 30 years. Maybe two?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
What do you mean, maybe two?
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Choo-choo. Is that the house out there? What is it? These chairs.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
How did these chairs get in the tree?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
She's definitely writing this to someone. Okay, can't go out there.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think
she should get
people
this
in these
book.
stories believed them, for what that's worth.
She should get this book published. Edith, I think. Yeah. So there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more people to do. This game don't look too long.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
That ain't the way to go. No, we're out at like the taller areas.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Another family member
What kind
died.
of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Another family member died. And we're used to it. Just put another headstone. What is triangle pauses?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Verpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, blank, blank, Coco, blank, blank, Zoe, Bailey, so weird. Shotzi, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Christopher, DeVito Fish, The fish lived for 45 years.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Walter. Barbara. Edie. Sven. Calvin. Molly.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Salutes.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Now what? Do you not learn about anyone else's death here?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Alright.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Hold on a second. Okay. We got
Her
Gregory
dad
and
had been
Sam.
pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Seems like your mom lived longer than everyone. Milton.
She lost 2 of her brothers,
Sanjay.
just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
So from what I can gather, your mom's dead. Was it by a train or by becoming a bunch of different animals?
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. Well then. This tree branch isn't gonna hold. I'd jump. Oh, there's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
So he was a big hunter.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
I'm guessing they're hunting deer.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Well, that's what happens in Washington.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
It
That's the
rains.
spirit.
Please just take the damn...
Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What's happening over?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Weirdo.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
There's a sign.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
What am I
We
taking a
found an
picture
old
of?
logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
What am I taking a picture of?
Give me a minute to check the map.
The fish?
Let's see.
No.
Maybe.
That? No. What even is that?
Or was it? Could have been.
Poems. Okay, I do not.
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
In the heart.
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
In the heart. Yeah.
Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Well then. It took a dark turn.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Your uncle or something getting shoved off a cliff by a deer? Okay. Ain't gonna ask. Actually, I'm gonna stop this here.